So I switched into Flagon because it's like beastly and I can one hit KO this Jirachi with Earthquake. So I do, and down goes the Jirachi. Now he switches out into Cresselia. I'm like, fuck. All I can do is Earthquake, and I can't because he has Levitate. So I just switch into Arcanine, and he goes for the Calm Mind. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll just crunch this thing. And he takes it because it's like max defense and stuff. He goes for another Calm Mind. I'm like, okay, I'll just go for crunch and hope he don't kill me. And I do, and did a nice amount of damage. He goes Moonlight, and we just washes all off the damage all that crunch did. So I'm like, damn. I just went for the Flare Blitz to try and kill it, and sadly it doesn't. And he goes for the Psychic, and I live because I'm like that beastly, because I'm Arcanine, can take anything. Now he switches out into Rhyperior. I'm like, okay, I went for crunch. It did nothing to Rhyperior because it maxed defense and stuff. He probably is maxed in attack, but whatever. I go into Gengar. He goes for Stone Edge, brings me down to my Sash. So I'm like, okay, I'll just hope Focus Blast don't miss. But instead he switches out into Vaporeon. I'm like, fine, just take the hit and I'll just switch next turn. So I do. But wait, no, I went for the Destiny Bond and try and kill it. Thought he'd go for Surf, but instead he goes Wish. Now he switches into Cresselia, and I switch into Lucario. And it's pretty much Arcanine all over again. So now I just go for the crunch and try and kill it, but no, he had to get the freaking Wish off. So I'm like, asshole, all that work for nothing. So I just crunch it. So it even lowers his defense, so I'm like, cool. But now he switches, I think he does switch. Yeah, he switches out into his own Lucario, but at the point I did not know he was Scarfed. So I'm like, okay, I can outspeed it, fine, whatever. But he's actually Scarfed, which almost kills my whole team except Flygon, because he's Scarfed too, and I can obviously outspeed. I go for the U-turn because he still had Cresselia off, and now I just go for the Focus Blast and kill this thing. And good thing it didn't miss, because I'd be fucked. That game would probably had been his. So he switches on to Lucario. I'm like, yeah, this thing is scarfed, so I better switch if I don't want to get owned. Going into a Coon because it can take anything to the face. See that? It did nothing. Like a scratch from a cat. I go for the Calm Mind. I thought it was a hidden power electric, but he's actually physical. He'd actually been better if he went close combat on it, but whatever, he didn't have it, so I don't think he did. So I'm like, fine, whatever. Go for the Surf to kill this thing, and it obviously does. If he survived, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, he goes into a Vaporeon. I'm like, yeah, I can't hit this thing at all. So I stay in to get a rest off to get full HP back. And he goes for the Toxic, which was a waste of turn for him. He'd probably been better off going for a Wish or some shit. But no. So Coon just goes to sleep and washes it all off. And he's like, okay, I better switch because I can do nothing to this Coon. Well, I switch. And he switches too. And I go for the freaking tick tick boom right here. Look at that. Boom to the face. But sadly he survives somehow, asshole. But he'll die this turn with a crunch from Arcanine. My freaking dog saber or dog tiger looking thing. Now you die. Because Arcanine is like, whoa, an attack. He goes into his Lucario. I'm like, yeah, I can't outspeed this thing, and extreme speed will do chicken shit to it. So yeah, here comes Suicune. He goes for the Dragon Pulse. I'm like, fine, I'll just take it like a bitch. And now I go for sleep talk, and I go for the, I think it comes out surf or calm mind. Yeah, it goes out surf and it kills because I get a crit, but it didn't matter. I would eventually just have killed it because he can't heal. He goes into Vaporeon. I'm like, okay, I gotta switch it right here. I get into Arcanine just to Death Fodder, but instead he goes for the Wish. I don't know why. And here I go for the Extreme Speed. I do not know why. I would have been better if I went for Thunderfang, but whatever. I did it. Now I die. He gets the Wish, so that crit did not matter at all. So I'm like, bitch, that sucks. Now I go into my freaking Flygon to get some damage on this thing. I go for the Outrage to try and kill it, and yeah, there he goes. And he Ice Beams me, so I obviously die. Now I go into Gengar to kill this thing with my Thunderbolt, because Gengar can own like a hoe. And yeah, that's pretty much good game. I'll post his YouTube on the thing. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, peace.